Link and the game's fans have many love interests, so today we're going to set up Link's Tinder profile and see if we can get the dude any matches. This video is most certainly not generated by AI. Link can complete a series of quests in Kakariko Village that ultimately lead to a ceremony between Paya and Link. The questline involves helping Paya overcome her shyness and gain the confidence to confess her love to Link. Once the player has completed all of the quests, a cutscene will play showing Paya and Link are getting married at the goddess statue in Kakariko Village. It's important to note that the game does not explicitly show a full wedding ceremony, and the cutscene is brief, with only a few characters in attendance, but in the end, it's up to the player's imagination to decide how the wedding and marriage would work for Paya and Link. In the game The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there are various locations where the player can have a wedding ceremony, such as Hateno Village. There's a spot located at the top of the hill, behind the dye shop. Kakariko Village. The village has a special place for a wedding ceremony on a cliff near the goddess statue. Gerudo Town. There's a wedding shop in the town, and it has a suitable place for a ceremony. Zora's Domain. There's a bridge above the waterfall that would make for a scenic spot for a wedding ceremony. So, depending on the preferences of Paya and Link, they could choose one of these locations or another location in the game's vast world. Based on general assumptions about genetics, the children could inherit traits from both of their parents. For example, if Link is a Hylian and Paya is a Sheikah, their children may inherit traits from both races. They could have pointed ears like Link, and exhibit some of the Sheikah's unique features, such as red eyes. As for names, it's impossible to predict what names Paya and Link would choose for their children. However, some common names in the Legend of Zelda universe include Zelda, Link, Ganon, Impa, and Ruto. Paya may also choose a name that reflects her culture and heritage as a Sheikah. Ultimately, the choice of the names would depend on the couple's preferences and their cultural background. Given Mifa's kind and caring nature, it is possible that she would have wanted a simple and elegant wedding with personal touches, such as incorporating traditional Zora customs and music. Additionally, as a member of the royal family, there may have been certain expectations or formalities to consider. Ultimately, the details of their wedding would depend on their preferences as a couple, their cultural and social backgrounds, and other factors that are not explored in the game. If we were to assume that they did have children, their names could potentially reflect their cultural backgrounds and traditions. For example, if Mifa and Link's children were Zora, they might have names inspired by water, such as Nami, Japanese for wave, Kai, Hawaiian for ocean, or Marlin, a type of fish. Alternatively, if their children were Hylian, they might have names that reflect the lore and mythology of Hyrule, such as Zelda, Link, or even Hylia, the goddess who created the land of Hyrule. Mifa's death leaves Link's children motherless. Link must now take the role of a single parent and raise their children on his own. The children would have faced the challenge of growing up without a mother, which could have affected them in different ways depending on their personalities and the circumstances of their upbringing. The loss of a parent can be a difficult and emotional experience for children, but it is important to remember that Link is a heroic figure who would do everything in his power to ensure the well-being and safety of his children. Before we move on to our last match for today, I just want to remind you viewers at home of the competition I'm hosting over on Twitter and Discord. Stay tuned at the end of the video for more details. Oh, and if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed, or Link will be a single Pringle for all his life. It would really help the channel out a lot. Okay, on to our last match. Sidon is the character from the popular video game The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. He is a Zora prince and his full name is Sidon Ruto. Zoras are a race of aquatic creatures in the game, and Sidon is the youngest son of King Dorephan, the ruler of the Zora domain. Sidon is known for his positive and enthusiastic personality. He is always ready to help others, and he has a strong sense of duty and loyalty to his people. He is also a skilled warrior, and his strength and bravery have earned him the respect of his fellow Zoras. Throughout the game, Sidon plays an important role in helping the game's protagonist Link in his quest to defeat the evil Calamity Ganon. He serves as a guide and mentor to Link, providing him with advice, encouragement, and support throughout his journey. Sidon is also a popular character among fans of the game. Many players appreciate his upbeat attitude and charming personality, and some have even developed romantic feelings towards him. His striking appearance, which includes blue skin, a muscular physique, and a distinctive hairstyle, has also contributed to his popularity. In summary, Sidon is a beloved character from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, who is known for his positive personality, strength, and loyalty to his people. If we were to imagine that Sidon and Link got married, it could be a grand affair given their importance in the game. The wedding ceremony might take place in the Grand Hall of the Zora's Domain, with a beautiful backdrop of waterfalls and underwater vistas. The Zora people, who are known for their musical abilities, would provide the music for the occasion. The wedding ceremony could be led by Princess Zelda, who would officiate the ceremony as the ruler of Hyrule. The bride and groom might wear traditional Hylian wedding attire, with Sidon dressed in his regal Zora armor and Link in a sharp suit of armor. The wedding party might consist of their closest friends and allies, including Zelda, the champions, and various NPCs from the game. The reception could take place in a nearby garden, where guests could enjoy delicious Zora cuisine and Hylian delicacies. The newlyweds might share their first dance to a romantic ballad, with the Zora musicians providing the music. Overall, a wedding between Sidon and Link would be a grand, joyous affair that celebrates their bond and the unity between their people. So, in conclusion, if you value a shy and devoted partner who is also knowledgeable about the world of Hyrule, then Paya might be a good choice for Link. Mifa is known for her kind and caring personality as well as her healing abilities. If you value a partner who is compassionate and has a strong connection to the spiritual world, then Mifa might be a good choice for Link. Sidon is very supportive of Link and helps him in his quest to defeat Calamity Ganon. If you value a partner who is brave, supportive, and always willing to lend a helping hand, then Sidon might be a good choice for Link. Hopefully now, Link has picked a life partner on Tinder, but if not, we can always have a part 2. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see a part 2, or for me to make this a series, with the help of today's love guru ChatGPT or not. And here's a quick reminder of the competition I'm hosting over on Twitter and Discord, Hyrule's Best Photographer. Just like the 3D World and Mario Odyssey competition I held last year, you must take photos from Breath of the Wild and send them into the Discord server or tweet them at me. For more information and rules, as well as links for my Twitter and Discord, go check the description down below. And check out the other videos in this Road to Tears of the Kingdom marathon. And if you still haven't, subscribe, or Link will stay peachless for life. Until the next video, goodbye.